you for joining us. My name is Calvin Reed. I work for Clara Mission, and here we're at the White Harvest Farm. And today we're going to talk with Mr. Bird, who's our farmer extraordinaire, and he's going to talk about the importance of safety on the tractor here at our farm. And Mr. Bird?
Yes, my name is William Bird, and I am the farmer for Clara Mission, White Harvest Farm. And today we're going to expose to the people about what we're supposed to do before we start driving this tractor, as far as the safety part of it. The first thing I want to talk to you today is about safety, is these tractor decals. On the tractor we got decals on it telling you what you should do and what should not do. And you can see them, they're all over the tractor. They got one over here, they got one over here, they got them run one down there. Make sure they're all clear, no dust, no rag over the top of them. Just make sure you can see them as you do what you got to do with this tractor. As we was talking about the safety, first we're going to look at these tires, and we're going to check for holes, punctures, we're going to check for leaks, we're going to check for cuts, we're going to check for oil leaks around the hub of the tire, because this is a four-wheel drive tractor. Matter of fact, all the wheels pull at the same time. We always monitor the tire pressure, making sure the tire pressure is the right pressure before you start to work. Okay, on the back tire, this tire is really, you have to really keep an eye on, because this tire covers a lot of ground. But what I'm checking for today, I'm checking for cuts, I'm checking for bad tires, which is this tire is in A1 condition. We're checking the valve stems for leaks, and we're looking at the hubs for oil leaks. Yeah, right now we're going to talk about the rollover bar for safety. This bar is for safety in case this tractor tilts over, and you make sure you got your seatbelt on, because we got seatbelts just like we got in a car. And make sure if it roll over, it won't throw you off and up under the tractor. But here we got a rollover bar, and make sure these nuts on this rollover bar is tight, because it could fall off and hurt you, you know. And we got bars on both sides over here in case it roll over and turn over with you. Yeah, this time we're going to talk about the power takeoff system on this tractor. You know, you got your adjustments here on both sides that you can work your plows and tilt them the way you want it. And once you start using them, you'll understand how they work. And this bar here is it's a pickup bar here. This is the main adjustment is on this bar right here. You also want to mention my lock pins. I got lock pins on both sides, on the bottom and on the top. These pins keep this plow from jumping from side to side. And that's what these pins are for. And then we got the pins here. You have to watch these, because these will come out if you don't watch them, and your plow go haywire. It might hit a tire and bust a tire, and might hurt you. But all this stuff got to be tight all the time, so this plow don't even move. This plow don't move nowhere. And I got the tractor up in the air, you know, I'm walking by, but I'm watching it, because it could the hydraulic could come down and stab in my feet if I got my feet up under there. So I keep my feet back all the time, you know, because it's very dangerous when you're fooling with this hydraulic system. Right now we're going to check the fuel level on this hydraulic system. But this thing right here, what you do, you just twist it off. You twist it off right here, and then you pull it out, just like an oil dipstick. You pull it out and you check it, and you see what the fluid in there. The fluid is real clean. It's not dirty. It's real clean, just like it was put in there yesterday, but it's been in there for a while. And then you put it back in. Make sure you put it back in right, and you tighten it down so you don't lose this thing. And this is a very important deal right back here as far as this fluid level, because this is what pick up the plows and let the plows down. The next thing that we're going to check is my dipstick for my oil. This oil must be checked every day. And you take it out and you look at it and you see what a full mark at it, you know how much oil is in it, so you don't burn the tractor up, because you can burn this tractor up by not having enough oil in it, sufficient oil in it. And make sure, it's very important to check this oil daily. Sometimes I get out and cut it off and check it during the day, just in case I miss something, because I don't want to miss nothing on it as far as the oil level is concerned. Yeah, at this time I'm gonna look down in here and show you my steering arm. It's got to have grease on it. Matter of fact, I grease it every time I move, mostly use it. I keep a grease gun in my hand, and it's on both sides we got that. And make sure you check for oil leaks as you're looking down the motor, make sure you check for oil leaks as you're doing all this. If you need to put grease in, this is where the grease gun goes. It goes down in here, you got to get up under here and you take it and you pump the grease gun. You pump it. You pump oil, pump grease into these fittings. Because without grease, the tractor won't last long. The thing we're going to talk about is the air cleaner. This air cleaner got to be clean because it picks up a lot of dust out in the field in a couple weeks time. But you got to just keep check on it. You can take it out of there and blow it out with an air gun and put it back in there, and it works just perfect. But make sure that's clean because that's helping the engine breathe. To add water, we got a radiator right here, and the top of it's kind of hard to get to, but it wouldn't be a problem from the other side. Make sure the water level stays up and is in good shape to keep the engine cool. Yeah, next we're gonna check the hazard lights, the running lights, make sure they're on and doing what they're supposed to do. So I'm getting ready to turn on my running lights because I might want to work at nighttime and I can see where I'm going in the field. Okay, now we're gonna check my hazard lights, my four-way flashers. You know, you out somewhere on the road somewhere, you use these four-way flashes so people can notice that you out there. Without these flashes, you're in trouble. We got another sign back in the back of it, right here. That is another sign that all tractors are supposed to have on them. It's very important running these hazard lights on the road. And another thing is very important, keep far to the right. You know, you don't get in the inside lane. Just stay to the right because you only can run such speed of 30 miles an hour at the most, and then that's what you run. At this time, I'm instructing a new student on how to get on the tractor and the safest way to get on the tractor. Right here, we got steps here. We're making sure ain't no oil on these steps so he don't slip and hurt himself because you can break a leg right here. And as we were saying, we were showing you some safety features. Mr. Reed is gonna get up on the tractor and we're gonna show him some of the things that we have to do to make this successful. At this time, we're going to show our student the fundamentals on this tractor, the different things on this tractor that he have to use. First of all, I'm making sure this tractor is out of gear. Make sure it's in neutral before you try to start it up, because this tractor won't start unless it's in neutral. Okay, this is the key. This is the key to start it up with. Okay, this is the gas pedal. You got a gas pedal here. You also got a gas pedal down here. That's a gas pedal too. In case you get on a hard pull, you can take your feet and mash it, and it'll give you gas. Okay, this brake here is for your left tire. You push this brake down, it'll lock that brake up and twist the tractor right on around. Okay, this is your right brake. You do the same thing on this side of the tractor with this brake. Yeah. Now right here we got the gear shift. We got a park gear, we got a first, we got a second, we got a third. Also we got a reverse gear. This is one gear shift. Then right here we got another gear shift with your high and your low side. It depends on what you pull in or how you pulling it. Okay. Right here, this is your hydraulic for your bucket. You raise your bucket up and down. Up and down, that's way. And plus it's got a tilt here. You pull it to one side, it'll tilt one way. You pull it to that side, it'll tilt another way. Okay. Over here is a gear shift also. It's got two gears on it. It's got a low and a high. It's really used for pulling really heavy stuff. I very seldom I use it. Okay, right here you got your clutch. That's your clutch. That's what you push in before you start it. Always push that clutch in so it won't jump out in front of you, just like a car. The importance of the clutch is being adjusted right, because if you don't have it adjusted right, it would mess the clutch up and you got to put a new clutch in, which costs thousands of dollars. You make sure and when you engage this clutch, make sure you push it all the way in and let it out easy, because you don't want to damage it, because if you damage it, then you got to pull the motor out to get to the clutch. So what you do is make sure you do everything right on this clutch. Let it out easy, push it in easy. And make sure you read all the caution signs on here to operate this tractor, because a lot of times people can tell you something and you can read it and get a better idea about what's going on. Okay, at this time, we're going to show our student how to start this equipment up. First of all, we're going to knock it in neutral, which is in neutral. Okay, next of all, we're going to take our foot and put on the clutch. Okay, and the next step we're going to go to we're gonna turn the key on just like you do in your car and start it up. Instead of starting. Once we get it started, we'll let it run a little bit to circulate the oil in the motor. Yeah, matter of fact, the really important part is safety about my seatbelt. I'm making sure that you got your seatbelt on in case this tractor flip over, it won't throw him off the tractor. You got his seatbelt on. I'm going to show our student how to get the bucket up. This lever right here, picks your bucket up. Pick it up. How high you want to go. Take it on up. Show you how high it goes. Okay. Right there. Now you push your gear shift in and let it down. Before you let it all the way down, I want to show you some instruments. Before you let it down, I want to show you. Okay, right here, you couple it for the twist. See how it's twisting up and down. The foot on that side, see how it's going up? Yes, sir. That's what that's for. And then now you can let it down. All the way down? All the way down. Before we get started, this is hydraulics. Make sure this is up off the ground because they got all these clouds on it and it'll dig your yard if you can let it down and you ain't going nowhere. Make sure that's up. At this time, our student gonna put it in gear and he's gonna raise his bucket up off the ground. And he's gonna put it in gear. Put it in gear. What do you want to put it in? Now I want you to ease your foot up off the clutch, which I know you know how to do it. And we're going to go down and turn around and come back. You know what a gas is? What we're going to do when we get ready to stop this tractor, we're going to let all our implements down. The bucket all the way to the ground. The plow over to the ground. And then cut the cable in there. Put it in neutral. We'll cut the key off. Now you can get up.
Hi. I'd like to take this time to thank Mr. Bird, the farmer, for taking out his time to show me how to pre-op inspect a tractor, start it correctly, find out all of the different safety issues that it have, checking the fluid levels, the importance of checking the fluid levels, operating all of the equipment that's attached to the tractor, knowing about the hydraulic system, knowing about the different tire pressures, and actually just having an opportunity to learn the tractor and how to operate it safely on the farm. I'd like to thank Clara White Mission and the White Harvest Farm for giving me an opportunity to learn this particular skill, which I didn't know before I came here. And I'd like to say anybody that has anything to do with farming, that we do organic farming here, and that anything that you can do to assist Clara White Mission in this initiative, we really appreciate it. And I'd like to take this time again to thank Mr. Bird for his time to give me, which he's hard working here at the farm, and for him to take out his time to show me these different things. I really appreciate it. So from Clara White Mission and White Harvest Farm, we say thank you.
Thank you.
See you later.